I just react. If you know, you know, man. But anyways, today I have an interesting video, man. Bro, I have so many videos in my watch later that I was supposed to react to. It don't make no sense. I was scrolling through my YouTube, right? And I came across this one, and it said from your watch later, bro. I have too many videos in my watch later, bro. Way too many videos that I should have reacted to. But when I seen this one, I was like, I gotta do this one, man. I got to, man, bro. But today, I'm gonna be reacting to SoftWhite UnderBelly Master and Slave interview Berlin and Angel Blue. If you have anything you think I should react to, let me know down below and I'll check it out. Hate it if you hate it. Like it if you like it, man. Sub up, man. I would appreciate it. But without further ado, let's get into it. Make sure it's float on top. Make sure it's float on top, please. Please. Because, man, I hate that, man. I don't know how many videos I ain't have it float on top, and I went behind the video. It makes me so hot. It makes me so hot. But let's get it, man. Let's
go. All right, Berlin and Angel Blue.
Yes.
Berlin and Angel Blue. You guys, how would you describe your...
And yes, I'm finna eat a glizzy. I just want to let that be known.
Relationship. I got to title this video something. What would you title this? You are a...
Master-slave.
It's a master-slave relationship.
Yes.
So Berlin is your master?
Yes.
And in what ways are you his slave?
In every way. Whatever he requests, I do.
To what extent? I mean, only in a sexual context?
No, actually it's in every way, whether it's sexual, house, or outside of the house, anything, I'll do it.
We have a consensual power.
If he tell you to jump off a cliff, you gonna jump off a cliff? This is so weird because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense, bro. Like, what do you need a slave for? Like, that's my question. Like it just sounds so off and weird, and it just makes him look so weird and cowardly and weak. Makes him look like a loser. No, genuinely, like for real. I'm so serious. Like, that is so weird. To call somebody your slave. Like, that's so weird, bro.
Or exchange relationship. She has given me the authority to exercise her decision making. And I have taken the responsibility of exercising that decision making in a way that hopefully will help to fulfill her potential as I see it.
By you making decisions for her, that makes no sense. I gotta get this water. It's right there. I need to get it. I need some water. For real. Genuinely. It's what I'm gonna be drinking for the next week anyway. At least till I get my car back. The car in the shop right now.
And how old are you, Angel?
45.
45. And Berlin, you are?
72.
72. And you guys have been together for how long?
Oh, we always say 30,000 years.
That makes no sense.
But it's been years.
Been years, okay. And so Berlin, you are a successful professional.
Yes, I am.
We'll not get into the details of that, but you have a well-paying job and you're successful. Angel, you describe your life up until you met Berlin a bit, just in a short.
Don't
yes.
Say you was lost.
Up until I met him, I was unruly. I was a little wild. I was running amok and getting in trouble. And I didn't really have focus. I didn't have direction. And it wasn't a good life. It wasn't a good life
and this is a good
to
life.
live, not that way.
And this is a
And
good
after
life.
I met him, everything got so much better.
Your life has improved since you've been with Berlin.
Oh,
Wow.
drastically.
That's crazy.
And Berlin, you've had relationships, marriages before this?
Yes, I have.
And I'm guessing,
He's a creep,
because I've done some other interviews with people in similar lifestyles, where some of your previous relationships were more vanilla, as they call it?
Yes, and quite frankly, I think that was, to a great extent, a problem. And I don't think I was honest enough with myself in the past to know to consciously be aware of what I wanted and to seek it and to get it.
And you're married now?
Yes.
And you describe your relationship as happy? You're fulfilled?
Very happy. Very happy. I know it sounds strange, but we do lead a normal life. We do Little League 3 times a week.
Listen, Linda. Listen. It ain't nothing happy about being somebody's slave, bro. Ain't nothing happy about that. She talking about Little League. We ain't trying to hear that. It ain't nothing happy about being behind someone and them controlling you completely. Like she doesn't make any decisions of her own. Like just think about that for a second. Like, nothing. She just listens to everything he say, and whatever he say is what it is. If he say jump, she say how high. It's ridiculous, bro.
So it's just like anybody else, except I'm the slave. I do what my master tells me. That's the only difference.
And I'm
and
sure
45 and 72.
Viewers that watch this will say this is demented. It's sick. It's
It
perverted.
is
It's
sick.
whatever.
Yes, people say that, but I like it, and I feel if it's consensual, I mean, my life is so much better than it's ever been. He's very nurturing. It's not just I'm a tyrant that's going to bully you. No, it's there's nurturing and so much guidance. He gives me so much direction, stability. I feel like I have a schedule now. He keeps me on a schedule. I have to check in. I do check in a lot. If we're not together, the times we're not together, he texts me. I have to text every hour on the hour when I'm doing, where I'm at, who I'm with. He asks me, are you drinking the water? Are you just...
I try to provide guidance and structure.
Yes.
And discipline. And when I say discipline, I know what comes to mind is often something like corporal punishment or something like that. I'm speaking of discipline even in a much greater way. I could have never gotten to where I am without the discipline to do things I don't want to do, because
the hell is you talking about?
Me where I want to be.
What? Did that make sense?
Since we met,
man, he just talking, bro.
Angel Blue has graduated, gotten one degree, and she's in university pursuing another degree. She could have, but she wouldn't have done it because she lacked the structure and the discipline to fulfill the requirements.
She didn't need you.
And you enjoy being in this dominant role.
Oh, yes.
You probably demand it.
Yes.
Were you dominant in your other relationships as well?
No. And I think that was a mistake. I don't think that I allowed myself to, it was too taboo. It was too, I was always taught that was bad. And it isn't. It works. And it's good for both of us.
May I say something?
Of course.
Thank you. I just wanted to add that I've helped him
Yes.
With opening, like I've told him it's okay. You could do this and you could do that. And when we first met, I emailed him a whole list of things that he could do that
The email
some
is
people
crazy.
might consider severe
Email
or a
is
little
crazy. I
out
ain't
there.
gonna lie.
And he told me, thank you so much, because I didn't know if that was going to be disrespectful to women. And I didn't know if you were going to get upset. And I told him, no.
Bro, forget
please.
it being disrespectful to women. You're disrespecting yourself for this fool. This fool over here, man. I'm trying to keep it PG. I'm trying. You disrespecting yourself. Hey, what she talking about?
Do it, please. So that's helped him open up to where he's at now.
And I greatly enjoy the role of, not the role, it's a role, but it's also a purpose, and of providing and protecting and taking care of, providing leadership for our whole family. It works. It just works.
Are you in a similar dominant role at work?
At work, we have no. We have a different power dynamic at work. At work, it's more democratic and more who happens to arise to the occasion at the particular time, and it's more of a consensus operation.
But your personality is, this fits your personality.
Yes.
Being a dominant partner.
Yes.
And Angel Blue, your submissive role fits your personality.
No. Well, sometimes. But other times, before I met him, I was getting in trouble. I got kicked out of high school for getting aggressive with the school counselor, and
I see. So you tend to become out of control.
Yes, very.
So
this.
Berlin's influence tames you.
Yes, and that helps me so much because I had problems getting arrested and all kinds of things, and I would have a short fuse at times. So he's helped me with that.
How did you first discover that you guys had this dynamic in your relationship?
Well, it's interesting because when we first met, we didn't know that I didn't know he was into this, and he didn't know I was into this at all. And we went out a few times, and then we realized it. And after we realized it, we started to get really into it more and more, and that's how it happened.
Do you ever talk about it and say, this is what we're both really into?
Yes, we made a contract, and he collared me, and I signed the contract, and it's
as I did.
Yes, we both signed it, and it's a lifetime and beyond contract.
Because we both have responsibilities.
Yes.
We both have responsibilities.
Yes.
Hers is centered around service, and mine is centered around guidance and care. And so hers is centered around service and obedience, and mine is centered around leadership and guidance and direction.
Yes.
And
is it okay if I add something? I was just going to add.
Use your discretion.
That there is no getting out of this, because
you can't get a divorce in 3 years if you're pregnant.
No, we can't even leave this earth without getting out of this. Our contract is, when I mentioned the 30,000 years that we've known each other, it's going to keep going. There's no getting out of this contract. And we've been through everything that any other couple would have ran away from.
That's
Everything
true.
and anything you can think of, and we still stick
Have
it.
there been moments where you want out of this relationship because it's just too whatever?
Well, of course, there's been moments where we both felt like, but it didn't matter. It didn't matter because we're bound.
Let me ask you a personal question. Is the sex better, for lack of a better word, because of this dynamic you have?
Yes, it's 1000% better. I wouldn't, if God forbid he passed away or anything happened, I would not want to go back to a vanilla relationship. I would seek something like this out because the sex is, to me, it's very intense and it's very sacred. There's something very sacred about it.
And that can power a relationship through all kinds of rough seas, right?
Yes. Through anything, I feel.
Through anything.
Yes. Through anything.
There's a great expression of giving and receiving in our sexual dynamic.
Is love the basis of your relationship, you would say? Is there a lot of love in this relationship?
I
No, it's not. There's no love in a master and a slave. He's not supposed to be a master because he's not a damn master. He's an old man preying on women to be slaves. Talking about happy. Man, hell, this old man gonna do in the bed. The hell this old man gonna do in the bedroom? Huh? It's just everything about this is just so wrong, bro. Like, it's just so wrong. Like, why? Like, why? Talking about a damn man. I don't give a damn about a contract. This is the definition of letting somebody run you. Like, you don't want a mind of your own. You don't want to think for yourself. Like, what is wrong with you? I can't wait till they get to the part, well, how does your family feel about this? That'd be the question. That'd be the question right there. Can't wait to hear what she got to say about that one. Because this fool right here, man.
Well, I would say yes, he's very nurturing. He's extremely nurturing.
I would say yes.
Because a lot of people are going to say this is this is a messed up relationship. I'm sure
people do say that, and to both of us, people have told him.
When you go out to the grocery store or to a party, are you wearing the collar?
Oh, it's been worse. We've been to Morocco, and I was tied to a rope that he was holding. In Mexico, I was chained on, I guess it was like a leash. And then in Paris, we got a little kinky.
Frisky.
And this guy, he was, I think, Muslim. He got really upset and angry, not at him, at me. He started cussing me out, and I don't know what language it was. I didn't understand, but I think he was telling me I was going to burn in hell or something like that.
All right, stop it. He ain't say that. He ain't say that. He just know it's wrong. See, when you know something is wrong, you gotta say it. And I'm here to say it. This is wrong. This is wrong, okay? I don't know like if she live on planet Earth or Mars or Pluto. This is wrong. You should never let somebody be able to say that. That's my slave. You should never let somebody call you a slave. You should never be put under the title of a slave, bro. That is ridiculous. This is not the...
So, yeah, we get flack, but I don't really care.
And do you have kids?
Yes.
Yes.
Together?
Yes.
And I also want to make something clear. No injuries. So it's like, she doesn't walk away with a broken arm or, internal injuries that cause some kind of difficulty or anything of that nature.
Right.
And it's not because she has a limit. It's because I exercise. That's part of my responsibility. That's part of my responsibility.
Can you give me some examples of the extent that this master-slave relationship manifests itself? I mean, what kind of things do you?
Well,
if I spent the day with you, what would I see?
If you spent the day with us?
Oh, well, that depends.
On what day it is.
It depends because there's certain days when we're high protocol, and there's certain days when we're low protocol, and there's certain days when we're no protocol.
Oh, really?
Yes. So on a no protocol day, you could just chill at home, watch a movie, eat popcorn like a normal
vanilla relationship.
Exactly.
And then on the high protocol days?
High protocol.
Thank you for, I want to notice that you started to say normal relationship and you withdrew that.
Yes, I did.
So I appreciate that because normal in the sense of perhaps more often encountered, but
not necessarily better or healthier.
Exactly. I mean, there's a great.
I think there's a lot of unhappy relationships out there.
There's a great deal of affection between us, and there's a great bond, irrespective of affection. Besides, it's kind of interesting. It's not just affection that keeps us together. It's also because that's what we have consensually undertaken and chosen not to abandon, period.
And conforming is something that just doesn't interest you.
It doesn't interest me at all.
No. Most people are looking to conform and do what we're supposed to do in society, and that can cripple relationships and all kinds of things.
I
suspect.
There's so much. There's a lot of giving. There's a lot of receiving on both ends. She may be my slave, but at the same time, I have to always be aware and conscious of what she needs, whether she expresses it verbally or doesn't express it verbally. I just have to be aware.
It's a full-time job.
It is a full-time job.
Yes.
It's a full-time.
And because you're older and successful, Berlin, this might look like a sugar daddy relationship, but
yeah,
I suspect it's much, much more than that.
Oh, it's so much deeper.
I wouldn't even say it is that. I'm just if it includes those kind of elements, then it seems like I can sense that there's much more to it than that.
Well, in fact, one of her areas of competence, greater competence than mine, is day-to-day financial affairs. So she's in charge of it. I've delegated that to her.
Oh, that's great.
He overspends.
I overspend.
He overspends, and I'm a saver. I always like to save. I don't like to spend.
Okay, so that takes the sugar daddy thing off the table.
There's times when he buys me things, and I'm like, no, I don't need things. I don't care for the material. But we are different that way because he's more he's not a materialistic person, but he's more used to the material world, and I come from the opposite. We're complete opposites in every single way. I mean, not in our sex life, but in those ways, we're complete. I take the bus still. I take the subway.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Look at me and I'm gonna look at you, bro. Listen. Do y'all really think after all this time they done been together, she ain't did nothing with nobody else? Nothing at all? Come on now. Come on. Stop playing. What the hell? How you go from... All right, cool, whatever.
Way.
I gotta get some tissue, bro. Hold on. Bro, what? Bro, scam likely. I don't with you. Stop calling my goddamn phone. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Scam likely called me more than my mama. Like, bro, stop trying to check on me, bro. I'm good. I'm fine, bro. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. This is why I silence unknown numbers, bro. This is why. This is why. But I can't do that right now because I'm waiting on a few calls.
When we don't drive together, I don't know how to drive. You know, and I'm in LA all my life, so.
Oh my God. That's disgusting. Oh my God. Oh, that's disgusting, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I hate coughing, bro. I hate that. Hopefully I'll feel better in a day or two. I hate that, bro. Man. Cause, bro, it's been so long since I even had a cough, bro. I ain't had a cough in probably like almost a year and a half, bro.
That's all I know how to do is take the subway and bus and walk everywhere.
So she's really cheap. And
frugal. I'd like to say frugal.
I like that too. I appreciate that. So when it comes to sugar daddy, sugar baby thing,
it doesn't really apply here.
It doesn't really apply. It doesn't really apply.
No, but it would look like that, perhaps.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
Yeah,
I'm sure it does.
So tell me about your childhoods, your background. Angel Blue, you grew up with what kind of family?
I grew up here in LA, and I had a father who was an alcoholic, and he was very abusive. He was very violent towards my mother. And my brother and I, you know, we were living in that kind of a household that was very unhealthy, and it's very scary. It's very unpredictable. My father was the type of person that would put a gun to people's heads. He stabbed my mother, tried to kill her.
Oh,
the
God.
police
Jesus
would
Christ.
come all the time to our apartment, and then we would leave. We would hide. We would go to shelters. We would go to Orange County, Virginia. We had family in Virginia, and he would stalk us. He would look for us. So it was very unpleasant. And then when I was 8, he passed away. And then there was some relief from that. But I was still a very extremely shy child. So shy, I think 2nd grade, I wouldn't even talk. Like, the other kids thought I was a mute. So it was that bad. If I had to pee, sometimes I didn't want to raise my hand, so I would pee in my seat. It was that bad. But things did get better after he passed away.
In Berlin, tell me how you grew up.
Well,
we don't really give a damn.
I was much more fortunate.
We don't really give a damn.
I grew up in
we don't give a damn.
Professional.
We don't give a damn.
Considered him. In retrospect, and he provided an awful, and I'm very grateful to both of my parents, and just a wonderful, wonderful woman, wonderful person. And my father served in his professional capacity.
They created this idiot.
Many people, made many people's lives better, and he provided in his community. And I'm grateful, very grateful to have had both of my parents.
It's nice to hear.
It's crazy.
So do you feel like your childhoods may have led to where you guys are in this relationship today? Created the dynamic?
I always feel that that's true because because I grew up watching my father be violent towards my mother, and my master grew up in the same way. His father was violent towards his mother. So I think that witnessing that as a child, not for everybody, but for some people, it can do something to you. And you grow up and you're kind of never the same again. And it leads you towards certain directions and towards certain things.
Bro, and that's my thing right there. She know that's an excuse. That's an excuse. You can't sit up here and say, well, my life was like this, so that's why I became that. Just because both parents, it wasn't the greatest, that don't mean you sit there and say, I'm gonna be a slave. Because in my life, that's what I seen. Like, it's not correlating, bro. I can't watch no more. I'm tired of it. I ain't trying to hear another word from this fool. She need to leave him and get a life. She need to leave him and get a life. But I'm done with this video. If you stayed to the end, I appreciate you, because you didn't have to. You didn't, but you did, and I appreciate that. If you didn't, maybe next time I'm out, man. Catch y'all in the next one.